Is it too soon to be talking about 2024? Yeah, of course it is. However, it's also bye week. Got to talk about something? And it's a bit early to be doing my Sunday questions for Houston that I haven't even thought of yet. So, well, 24/7 Sports brought out a list looking at the scholarship players returning and coming in. They didn't list, specifically who will be graduating. So I took a look at the roster and compiled that list. And it's a short list. We will be losing Lee Koba, which is, of course, a big loss. Love watching him play. We should have Josiah Trotter back from injury. And for that matter, Trey Lathan hopefully back from injury. And who's going to be Mike and Will and how they're going to bounce them around will be interesting to see. So I don't think we are going to suffer from the loss of Koba, except that, dang, he is fun to watch. And I do wish him well. I thought Jasson Polk was here for a year. 24/7 listed him as coming back. Nestor, we lose. Montre Miller, we don't know. He will, I assume, be applying for a medical red shirt after the injury, even though technically he had, played in his fourth game. So, or something like that. Anyway, he might be back if the NCAA says he can come back, and we could use him. We're going to have talent next year, but we're still going to have some issues with depth for one more year. Carter, we lose. Bishop, man, that hurts. He's not just, a good coverage corner. He is a leader. He helps set the tone. And you can't easily replace that. It's not clear who among the returning players would really step up with quite the kind of fire he brings. Malachi Ruffin. Hard to remember when we didn't have Ruffin. But next year, no Malachi Ruffin. He's a great story, and he's great for the team. He has a willingness about him that is contagious. And obviously wish him well. I don't expect him to make the NFL, but he might get a free agent shot just because he works his guts out. Noah Massey, I don't think he's even had a target so far, but we'll see. Marcus Floyd, boy. Last year people were calling him a miss on the transfer portal. They're not saying that this year. Now, last year, of course, he changed positions, and it was his first year in the system. So this year is not really a surprise, just a fulfillment. The surprise came when they started to move him around and use him in blitzing and, some surprise ways that surprised the coaches and maybe surprised Floyd. It's going to be tough to replace that. Finding that kind of knack is tricky. We've got a lot of guys who will have experience. We've got a lot of guys coming in. But we're going to miss Marcus Floyd. Luke Hamilton, I think, will be gone. I'm not certain. With the COVID year and everything else, looking at a player's class doesn't necessarily tell you whether or not he has any time left. I mean, we're getting guys playing 6 and I think some even a 7th year, so it's weird. Day Hawkins, obviously it's a loss, but the defensive line is one place that I think we're covered. We've got a lot of youth there, a lot of talent, and some of the guys who came in this year will be ready next year, and the disruption will continue and grow. Disruption of opposing offenses, I should say. Hey, a quick break here. Just asking you, please subscribe, comment, click the thumbs up, and share with your friends. Back to the video. Now, those are the guys for graduation. NFL. I think Milam, and I know, Frazier could go to the NFL. I don't think Milam will, because I think another year will seriously improve his stock. And I'm pretty sure scouts, agents, and coaches will tell him the same thing. He needs to keep working on some of the strength issues. He's made some big plays, but I think next year he could make bigger plays and move up. So I think he will be here next year. Frazier is a different question. His stock is high enough that he doesn't have much room to raise it. If he comes back, it will be for the team. Now, players have been known to do that, and Frazier loves West Virginia. He loves the team. I'm pretty sure he loves the coaches. And I don't think West Virginia has a shot at the conference title this year, despite being 4-1 and undefeated in the conference. I do think they will lose a game they shouldn't. I think, because I think the defense will have an off game. I'm hoping I'm wrong about that. And obviously the injuries we've already had could wear on the defense and cause more than one loss. And if we have more injuries, we're in clearly serious trouble. But next year, I'm going to say right now, West Virginia University is a favorite for the Big 12 Conference Championship. If you look at the few losses we have to graduation, the freshmen, redshirt freshmen, sophomores who will have a year of experience and weight training with Joseph, nutrition work, next year, just teams should, other teams should already be scared of what West Virginia is going to be able to do next year. And that includes on the offensive side. Traylon Ray and Rodney Gallagher with a year of experience. Hudson Clement, a year of playing. It could just be utterly awesome next year. It's going to be good this year. I mean, I'm not skipping this year. Man, I'm waiting for the Houston game. But we only lose 10 to maybe 13 players with graduation in NFL. That's good. And the guys coming back are very good already. NIL, big question. Will we lose at the rate we were a year and a half ago? No, we're not. Will we lose some players? Yes, we will. Mostly it will be the same situation as Braham and Aaron, where we're losing guys who either aren't going to make it to the starting role or made it and got beat out and aren't likely to retake it. Now that could include a quarterback, but by next year that will not be as big an issue. And it may not, I'm not saying it will, but you know, it's a possibility. But mostly we will lose non-starters if we lose guys. It's possible we will lose a major player, but we have the NIL in place to make good offers, and we have recruited who want to be here. And I think we've recruited guys for whom being in the right place is at least as important as the financial side. Which doesn't mean they won't leave if somebody offers them enough. But it does mean they have to make one heck of an offer to get them to go. And I think we will have loyalty. We saw that with Donaldson. They appreciate what Coach Brown, his staff, and the school have done for them, getting them here. We weren't seeing that appreciation as much in the past. I think now it will play a much larger role. So, I expect a really good finish to this season. I'm worried what the injuries will do, but I think we'll be good. And next year I think we'll be better. And after that, I think we will stay better. That's what the climb has been about. Building a solid foundation upon which you can build a solid program. One that is good year in, year out. And so we're not going to be, selling out everything for a 10 or 11 win season one year just to drop to 6 wins the next year. And then try to, grab just the right players for a year to get another 9-10 win season and then drop. We should be looking at solid 9 to 11 win seasons back to back to back. And we may throw in a 12 win season. Can we throw in something better than that? It is a possibility. But right now, I'm going to enjoy 2023. I'll start thinking about my Sunday questions for the Houston game. I'll be back if other questions and issues come up in the meantime. And I hope you'll click the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe, make comments, tell your friends. All of those things are no financial cost for you. they have the eventual potential to do me a lot of good. And I hope that doesn't disturb you. I will see you later. So long.